Oh, yeah. Hi there, Mark. I'm with the Pima College student paper.
Oh, good.
I just had a few questions for you. You talked about not taking money from corporate PACs.
Right.
Do you think, and climate's one of the centerpieces of your campaign, so will you be taking the no fossil fuel pledge as far as campaign contributions as well?
Well, we don't take corporate PAC money. So, in a lot of cases, a lot of U.S. senators take corporate PAC money from all different kinds of corporations, including big oil, and we don't do that.
Okay, but will you be specifically signing the pledge not to take fossil fuel money?
Well, if it's corporate PAC money that comes from a big oil company, I haven't seen a pledge, but my commitment to the voters here in Arizona, starting from day one of my campaign, February 12th of last year, that I'm not going to take a dime of corporate PAC money from any corporate PAC, whether it's big pharma, big oil, and that's not true of my opponent or I would say even most U.S. senators. So it's kind of unusual. And I just, that's my commitment to them from now until all the way through the future.
Okay. You said during your speech today that health care should be available for everyone in this country. Does that mean you'll be supporting Medicare for all at some point? Or?
I'm not in favor of Medicare for all.
Okay.
And here's why. So you would have to take away health care from 156 million Americans who get it through their employer. So the starting off position would be to remove that health care. But here's what I think we can do. So we can have a public option at a certain age. We can have a public option where people could also buy into Medicare on an exchange where there isn't a lot of competition. So those things expand health care coverage to people who don't have it. And then we got to focus on the cost. Deductibles and premiums are too high. Prescription drug prices are too high. I've heard from seniors where they've told me about how their prescription drug price will go up 100, 200, 300% a year with no explanation as to why and no way to pay for it. And the sad thing is that if you're a senior on Medicare, you are paying more than the same person who gets that same exact medication from the VA. And that's just not fair, in my opinion, and Congress can do something about this. But because of that corporate money, that corporate PAC money that comes from big pharmaceutical companies, members of the United States Senate, including my opponent, have opposed allowing Medicare to negotiate down the price. That's why we need campaign finance reform. I don't think any member of Congress should be able to or should be allowed by law to take money from corporations to fund their campaigns.
So, I'm sorry, just one quick question to clarify that. So no to Medicare for all, yes to a public option?
Absolutely. Yeah, there should be a public option at a certain age, and we could figure this out, and also a public option where there isn't competition. There are places where folks try to buy their health care on the exchange, where there's only one provider. And if you understand anything about capitalism and economics, not having competition is a bad thing for any market. So we need competition, and that competition could be a public option.
Okay. All right, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate it.
you. Right.